Hi guys, welcome to Emedaj Fashion's in-depth training. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make a mermaid skirt, and all you need is 3 yards if you are using a double length fabric and 4 yards if you are using a short length fabric. Fold to the designed hip plus sewing allowance, and let's mark our margin. That is where we're going to start all our measurements from. So we're going to measure from the margin to where we'll be marking the hip. So from the waist to the hip, you can either use 10 or 11. Then from the hip to the knee, so you deduct 2 inches from the knee measurement. Then from the knee to the full skirt length. Next, divide your hip measurement into 4 equal parts. Then you move up to the waist. Also divide your waist measurement into 4 equal parts. So after we are done with the waist, we're going to move down to the knee measurement. This part depends on how you want the knee side to be, how deep you want it to be. So you can decide to deduct some measurement from the hip measurement to create the knee measurement. So after, let's join our marks together. So you use the hip measurement to create the down. Then after, you add some extra inches. That is depending on how wide you want the down to be. So after, you join your marks together. Add some sewing allowance. I'm using 2 inches. So we're going to add sewing allowance to all the marks we created. That is at the waist, the hip, the knee, and then the bottom. So after, you join your marks together and you cut alongside the allowance. So create a little bit curve at the side. So after, we're going to trim off. we are done with the front pattern creating, and we're going to create a little contour at the waist. Let's move on with the back. So you fold the remaining fabric into 2 equal parts, and we're going to position the front pattern at the far edge, and after trim off the excess parts. This is the side of your skirt. So this part we are trimming off is going to be the sides. That is the left and right side of the skirt. Then after, we're going to extend the knee measurement right to the far end of the fabric. This is where we're going to create the trail. So after you create your zip measurement, so this mark I've created here is going to be where we're going to create the zip. So that is the zip allowance. Then after, we're going to extend, we're going to use the measurement from the knee to the bottom. This part of the measurement is what we're going to use in creating the trail. So you mark it all round in a form of a circle. So since I'm using lesser yards for this tutorial, I have to add some extra inches to the trail, but I do not recommend you do this. Please do not do this. And again, you can, if your fabric is not up to the required length, you can decide to follow this method, but please do not use this on plain fabrics. Since we're going to join some parts, please do not use it on plain fabric. Only use it on fabrics with a lot of patterns. So you place the positive side to the positive sides. So positive to positive, so that the negative will come out. Then after, you tack with your pins. Repeat the same procedure to the other side. Also place positive to positive. Please be careful if you are using this method not to turn your fabric. Place the negative to negative, and after you tack also with your pin, then you stitch. You're going to stitch this part I'm tacking. So if you like, you can decide to create a little contour at the waist, just as I'm doing. But if you do not like it, you can decide to leave it. But I love to create contours on skirts. So we're going to create it both at the front and the back pattern. In the next video, I'll be showing you guys how to go about with the stitching. And don't forget, we'll be creating that at the waist for both the front and the back. If you are new in fashion designing, you're going to find it difficult the very first time you watch this video. But don't give up. Practice, they say, makes man perfect. The more you practice, the perfect you become, and your love for sewing grows up. I'll be making a video on how you can go about with the stitching, just as I said earlier. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so to be part of Emedaj Fashions.